you guys are on this call to get this information and really awesome and really figure out how this can be of benefit to you and be a resource for you, then definitely welcome to this call, you guys. I am going to be sharing my screen with you in just a second. All right, guys, so like I said before, if you are here on this call, welcome. You are here and you are ready to take the next step and get involved with investing. I am Lexi. I'm 23 years old. I'm located in Atlanta, and I have been trading for the past almost 3 years now. It actually came about when I saw people that I was around, that I was going to school with. I went to Spelman College, and they were pretty much trading in the foreign exchange market, and they were posting on their stories, they were posting on their page about trading. Now, before that, I had pretty much only encountered bots that were sending me messages in my DMs asking me if I wanted to give them $1,000, $500, and they were going to turn it into all this money for me, or they had an auto trader or whatever the case may be. Basically, before I had seen people I know doing it, I had just seen a bunch of scammers. So I was a little bit weary. I was looking at it like, I'm not really interested, but it kept coming across my page. It kept coming across my timeline and my stories, and I'm an avid Instagrammer, if you will. So I just had a lot of contact with the information. Now, if you guys didn't know this, when you see something, it takes approximately 7 times for you to see something for it to actually gain your attention if it didn't previously have it before. So I think this was like one of those social experiments on me, and then it pretty much just came to where I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get on to a presentation just like this one and see what it's all about. And so I had somebody send me the link to their call, and I was right here, what you guys are watching right now. So if you guys are looking at the screen right now, this is actually the cash flow quadrant. If you guys have not heard of Robert Kiyosaki, he is an award-winning author who has written books like the likes of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he explains how money is distributed around the world. So basically, in the world, you have 4 ways that you can make money, right? And you can make money multiple different ways. So this isn't saying that just because you're in one category that you can't be in the others. But these are just the 4 main simple ways that money is distributed. So 95% of the world actually only makes up about 5% of the entire market in the world. And by market, I mean money, revenue share, revenue distribution, cash flow. Basically, 95% of the people in the world, so if we're talking about a case study and there's 100 people in a room, you guys, 95 of those people in the room are only going to hold 5% of the wealth. Those other 5 people in that group of 100 people, or 5% of the entire world, makes up a 95% share of the entire market. So when you look at these wealthy individuals, you know, the people who own Walmart, you know, the people who are these large, huge traders like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, who owns Tesla, runs Tesla, you know, all of these super, super duper wealthy people, Jeff Bezos with Amazon, who are worth billions of dollars. And then you have hundreds upon hundreds of millions of people who aren't even making 6 figures with their full-time career. So you have to think and look at it like, okay, that actually makes sense that 95% of the world only controls 5% of the wealth. So 35% of people in the world work for themselves, right? And that's cool, you know, working for yourself. But at the end of the day, if you work for yourself, you have to do the work, you have to show up, and you have to put in the time and effort in order to make the money. For instance, if you're a hairstylist, if you do nails, if you're a contractor, if you build houses, if you are somebody who is a plumber, you can run your own business, but at the end of the day, if you don't show up and complete that task, you don't make that money. Now, 60%, which is the majority of the world, they work for somebody, i.e. they have a job. You know what I'm saying? They're an assistant for somebody. They work at a fast food restaurant, a sit-down restaurant. They work a corporate 9-to-5 job. There's actually, believe it or not, traders in this exact market that I'm about to share with you guys who work a job. Now, these people work for the largest banks in the world, Chase, JP Morgan, all of those banks who actually trade your money in the market, and they get paid around $300,000 a year. They are called currency traders or Forex analysts. You can look it up right now. I'm sure that there are jobs on LinkedIn, jobs.com, Indeed, who are that are job listings for this job. Now, 4% of people in the world are your business owners. They're the people that don't necessarily have to be there in order to make the money, but they are receiving the money because they put in the capital. They put in the time on the front end to get the business up and running, and now they're receiving that residual pay, as a result of their workers putting in the time for them. Wouldn't you love for somebody to be working for you, and you might have a staff of 10 people who are working 40 hours a week for you, and that's 400 hours worth of time being put towards your vision, your business, and your goal. That's the reason why a lot of people will say, if you work 9 to 5, then you need to be coming home from your job and working from 6 to 10 on your own dreams, your own goals, and your own visions. Even if that's how structuring and strategically planning the money that you're making from your job in order to retire, in order to travel, things like that, it's definitely something that makes sense and that you should be doing. Now, oh my goodness, 1% of the entire world is an investor and has that investor mindset. And those are people whose money is literally working for them because they are able to have a skill set and they're able to diversify their assets as a result of that. Now, that's going to be your Forex traders, your cryptocurrency traders, your people who are investing in real estate, your people who are able to invest into all of these different markets, stock traders, stuff like that. It's a very, very lucrative business, and just having that skill set alone will be able to pay you for the rest of your life. I hope that you guys are really, really listening to what I'm saying, because that is very, very important. So the foreign exchange market is the largest market in the entire world. And people are often thinking like, oh my goodness, the largest market in the entire world is the stock market. How is the stock market the largest market in the entire world when, in order to invest into the stock market, you need to have what? You need to have money. The foreign exchange market is currency trading. It is the market where money is traded. In order to invest in the stock market, you need to have those currencies. So it's traded 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So from Sunday at 5 p.m. to Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the market is open to trade. And it's trading roughly $6.6 trillion a day between the banks, between these indices, these different commodities like gold, platinum, silver, oil, and then also you have these people who are now retail trading in the market, which was something that could not be done about 20 years ago, because you have to have the money to be able to get in, but you also have to have the access. And before, the early 2000s, you actually had to trade with the bank. So in order to be able to trade, you had to give your money to a currency trader, similar to how you have a stockbroker, and then they would trade for you. And you had to have a lot of money in order to be able to do that. Now, there's also something that is really, really prominent now these days, and it is called high frequency Forex, which can also be known as binary options trading, not to be confused with stock options trading. And we also teach that on this platform as well. Now, we also teach cryptocurrency trading, and you can trade cryptocurrency in the high frequency Forex market, the regular cryptocurrency trading market, in the foreign exchange market as well. And then you can also buy and sell cryptocurrencies. And it's really cool to know how these markets move, because that allows you to buy and sell your different commodities and your different currencies at the right time, because you'll know when to enter into the market. So the market moves in two different ways, up and down. As you can see literally on this page, you guys, the market is moving in these little mountain-like patterns, and those are what's going to be able to allow you to know when to enter into a trade. Now, you can sell when it's high and buy when it's low. It's a simple philosophy. It's easy to understand, but people will often confuse themselves, and that is the reason why mentorship in this is so important, because obviously you can see that it was selling at this high point and then it was buying at this low point, but then it created a new high that surpassed the old high, right? We teach you how to understand when it's going to be creating that new low, when it's going to be creating that new high, so that you can actually get into the market at the correct time and make your money, right? So this is actually a FX trade, an HFX trade. So you can actually predict the price above a certain point and you can make money so easily, or you can predict the price to be below a certain point and make money. So basically how this works, you guys, if you look at this example, do you see that little triangle that's pointing down and it says 1.14116, right? That is the entry point that this person got into this trade at. Now, they're actually trading this for a sell. And the reason why you can tell that is because this trade is pointing in the downward direction. So basically, this person closed out in the profit because their trade closed out below that line. Now, it's super duper simple. Pretty much when it comes to this, you're either going to be at this certain point, right? And then if it closes below that line and you said it was going to sell, it doesn't matter how far below that line it is, because it's lower than that line, you won the trade. If you got into a buy and this is your line of entry, right? And it's anywhere above that line, once the trade closes out, you win that trade. And the cool thing is you can set it for whatever time expiration you want. So this is really, really good. And this is a really good platform for people who don't necessarily have a lot of free time, or even for people who do have a lot of free time, but they want to be able to structure it, right? Because you can actually trade an entire session of binary options in a matter of 30 minutes to an hour. And you can have traded and made, 10%, 20%, 30% of your entire account balance in one sitting. So that's what's really, really cool about trading in the binary options market. Now, if you look at this trade, this is going to be, this is going to be a trade that actually resulted in $17 that was paid out to this person. Now, as you can see on the right, the profit that this person would make on this trade is $7, but they actually got into the trade at $10, right? So you actually know exactly how much money you're risking and how much money you're going to make every single time you get into a trade in the binary options market. You also know exactly how much time you're going to be in the trade for, which, as you can see right here, is 2 minutes for this person. So their time frame is 2 minutes. They're going to be one and done with this trade. They are risking $10 for the opportunity to make $7. Now that's 70% of their entire account balance in one trade that this person is going to make, right? Now, the total trades that this person put in is 1. That means that they entered only one position into this. And because the trade closed out in the profit for them, they got paid out $7, which is their initial 10 that they were risking by getting into this trade. And then they got the $7 paid out to them, which was their profit, right? So the trade clears, they won. Now they're out of the market very, very quickly with the bag. So We teach you how to be able to do this on your own. Now, we have a Forex Academy, a high frequency Forex Academy, a digital currency academy, which is for cryptocurrency. And then we also teach you how to build a business as well. Now, it's super, super cool because you are able to get into this academy and then you're able to track your progress. You're able to watch live videos. I mean, not live videos, but you're able to watch super short videos that are concise and get straight to the point. A lot of the time, people go to YouTube University to try to learn how to trade. Now, I'm letting you guys know this right now. That's not going to work. It's not going to work for you to try to learn how to trade in the same amount of time that you can learn how to trade from this academy. Now, I'm not saying that there's not scattered information throughout YouTube that you can learn about trading and stuff like that. But have you ever tried to go into just like a spiral down Google or YouTube, and then it took you 10 different videos to watch to figure out that one thing that you were trying to find? That happens to me all the time. And this platform was actually created by professional currency traders who were trading for the banks previously before starting this platform. And they came together with tens and now hundreds of professional traders in this market to be able to create concise and consolidated information so that you're not just running around the circle and you're pretty much able to get a profit and get the knowledge and understanding as quickly as possible. A lot of the times when people are trying to get information for free, they're spending all of this time trying to get the information. And then after that amount of time, that's when they start making the money, right? Imagine it being this much time and then you had all the rest of that time to make money. That is why people buy courses. That is why people go to school. That is why people get mentors. You don't only see people getting mentorship in Forex. When people don't understand the value of getting a mentor in trading in the markets, I always look at it like this. You see tattoo artists who are proteges, who are studying under somebody. You see people who have to get training in their job before they just get put out onto the floor. They're getting shown by somebody who already has that success, who already has that job, who's already in that position in order to get the information and get the skill set to be able to be there. It's the same exact concept with Forex. And that is the reason why this platform is so powerful. Now, we also have a platform called Go Live, and that actually allows you to be able to get on and watch traders trade live in front of you. Now, if you look to the right of this screen, you can see that there is it almost looks like a TV guide, right? And it shows you all these different times, different days, and different educators that you can hop on to their sessions and make money with them. Now, on the left side of the screen, you can actually see what it looks like to be on a live call with a trader, and they're basically showing you their exact screen that they're on. And then on the right side, you can actually chat live with them and they can answer your questions. Other people who are on the session can answer your questions, and you can trade and make the exact same money and get into these exact same positions and form the same understanding that these live traders and professional traders who've already made money in the market. You know, I'm not going to make any income claims, but at the same time, these people have been vetted by the company. These people have years of experience in this market, and then you're essentially cutting your learning curve by being able to do the exact same thing that they're doing. These people make money, make their full-time income off of trading, and now you're able to just take the exact same trades as them. If I win a trade, if I tell you to get into a trade and I win it, and you got into the exact same trade, exact same time, exact same point as me, then you won the trade too. That's the cool thing about the foreign exchange market. Nobody is taking away from another person. Like, we can all be in the same trade and all make that same money, which is the reason why being a part of this investment group and being with a mentor and having all these people around you, it allows you to make money a lot faster. So basically, when you get into what's called our IM Center, and this platform is called IM Mastery Academy, you are actually able to go in and simply click on whichever academy that you have, and then you're able to use products compatible with that platform that actually helps you make it a lot easier. Now, we have softwares that allow you to essentially get into trades that are generated by an AI, and that AI is 80% accurate the majority of the time. And if you win 8 out of 10 trades, does that not make you 80% into the profit? Right. So people oftentimes will look at it like, well, it only wins 80% of the time. Okay, but if you get in all 10 trades and you lose 2, you still won 8. You're still up 80%. If I give you $10, right? And then I'm like, oh man, like I really need two of those dollars back. I need to buy some gum. You still have $8 that I gave you. So you're still like, you still would want those $8, right? Instead of me taking all 10 back, right? Okay, so that's the same exact thing with risk. You want to project that you're going to win about 70% of your trades if you're using your education, if you're using your resources, if you're getting on these sessions, and if you're really plugging in with the team. So this is the Liberty. It's not a strategy. It's actually a plugin just like this. It's a product that can be used in competition with, oh my goodness, why am I saying competition? It is compatible with HFX or the High Frequency Forex platform. Now, what's really cool about it is basically, it gives you these different signals, right? And it alerts you about when there is an entry point or a good time to look at this certain pair, right? Now it's telling you like, okay, at this point, if it gets to this point, you're searching for a buy. At this point, if it gets to this point, you're searching for a sell. And that's really cool because it kind of cuts a little bit of that time that you would spend searching and looking through all of these different currency pairs to try to find somewhere to get in. And a lot of us, want that like help on our shoulder, and there's not always going to be somebody that we can talk to all the time. This Liberty strategy, this Liberty plugin is 85% accurate. So it's definitely extremely, extremely powerful. So this is something that you can use as long as you have a phone. Now, a lot of people ask, do you have to have a laptop? Do you have to have, you have to be able to drive somewhere? Do you have to be able to do this? As long as you have an internet connection and a phone. Now, I'm currently talking to you guys on my laptop. I often use my laptop, but I use my phone a lot of the time because that's my main form of talking to people, and just I'm on it all the time. So you can be able to trade with us, and you actually have apps on your phone for these different strategies and softwares literally in the app store. So that's also super, super cool. So if you're asking yourself, okay, she's been saying all this stuff, like how do I actually just get started with the business? You actually join the business for $234.95 initially, and then you have a monthly subscription of $174.95, which can be waived. So that $234.95 when you're joining is giving you access to the academy. It's giving you access to that Go Live platform. It's giving you access to the harmonic scanner, which, like I said before, you guys, we have softwares that scan the market and give you trade setups. That is what the harmonic scanner is. In order for you to get your subscription for free, you have to do what's called 2 and free. So basically, when you refer 2 people to this business, when you have 2 people that you bring on as accountability partners, essentially people that you work with, the same way that you form business partners in real life when you start businesses, when you run businesses in cooperation with other people, that you can do the same thing here, and that will actually make your subscription free. So you actually won't have to pay anything past $235. Now, on the flip side, I have people who have been a part of my business for 2 years, and they don't have any problem with paying for it because the resources are just that valuable. Now, me personally, I've been doing this for almost 3 years. You guys think that I would have been paying $175 a month for 3 years if this wasn't something that was paying me money? No income claims, but like I said, I don't have a job. This is my job. Entrepreneurship is my job. And then this is one of the things that I do to make money, which is investing. And I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't, paying a good amount of money. So on the flip side of that, so what's also really, really cool about this is that it's not just one income stream, it is 2 income streams. So the second income stream is an independent business owner that you become with us. So not only do you make income from trading on this business, but you also make money as and an independent business owner with us, residually, you get paid every single Friday from the company for just recruiting or having that third person that you referred on your team. So what's really cool about this, and I'm somebody who I like working in groups with stuff like this, because I like to have people who are holding me accountable. You know, like they say, you know, you are a culmination of the top 5 people that you spend your time around. So imagine you're fully immersing yourself in this, and then you bring 5 people around you, 5 or more people around you who are also doing this. You guys are all holding yourself to a higher standard. And then on top of that, people who have joined this business before you, people who have been trading for longer, those are people who you're able to then be like, okay, cool. Like, that's my next step. That's what I'm doing next. That's where I'm going next. You know, you don't want to be the highest person in the room, because at the end of the day, if you're the highest person in the room, then there's nowhere higher that you can go. So you want to surround yourself with people who are higher, so you can always consistently be elevating. So once you have that third person on your team, you are now what's called a Platinum 150, which is $37.50 per week, or $150 extra per month. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but that's essentially covering your monthly subscription, right? So you're basically trading for free at that point as well. And then on top of that, guys, you are only going up from there. So once you have 12 people within your organization, within your team, 3 people, you know, who on your team going Platinum 150, 3 people who are then now referring 3 people to the team, 3 people who you now have helped them to be able to get their subscription paid for free. You know, they're working in this business for free now. Now you're getting $600 per month, or $150 per week, to essentially be in this business now for entirely free. You're able to invest back into your business, have money in your trading account, have your subscription paid for, and then still have $150, $200 left over at the end of the month, you know, to do whatever you want. Pay your car payment, pay your insurance, pay your phone bill. You know, that's what really was the goal. I was like, as soon as I get in this business, I really, really need to hit Platinum 600, because I want to have as much capital to reinvest in my business. I really want to impact the lives of other people, and I really want to have people around me who are trying to win the same way that I am. Now, that third one, you guys, and this was really when I was like, okay, I'm doing a little something, was because my rent was paid for at that point, was Platinum 1000. And that's 30 people within your organization, $1,000 per month, $250 per week. Now, that's your subscription being paid for. That's investing back into your business. That's, you know, being able to pay your car payment, your insurance, and your phone bill. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of spending money, whatever. Like, this is something that adding $1,000 to your income is something that could change the lives of a lot of people. Now, when you look at this, you're like, $1,000. I mean, imagine your entire rent just not, you don't have to worry about it, you know, and then you're still trading, you know, then you still have whatever other jobs, whatever other, you know, businesses, whatever other streams of income that you have. And that is a huge load off. Like, I know if somebody was like, I'm just going to give you another $1,000 a month, I would be like, yep, give it here. Thank you. So if you guys look at this, there's obviously other different ranks that you can become in this company, you know, and then you can see how many people that you have to have. Last October, I was able to hit the rank of Platinum 5000, which is 225 people on your team, $1,250 every single Friday. And that is honestly life-changing. Because that's $62,000 a year. That's what some people make in their entire, you know what I'm saying, their huge careers, that they're going to their job and going to the office and waking up at 8 a.m., you know, 9 to 5, 4, you know, and sometimes people have to hit multiple different promotions to get paid $62,000 a year. Now, I was in the business for a year and 3 quarters at that point. Like, you got to think about it, guys. That is crazy. In a year and 3 quarters to be up $62,000 in what started as a side hustle. Like, if you treat this like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. But if you treat this like it's your, you know, your way out, your, you know, what you're passionate about, what you're going to stand behind, then you are limitless in this opportunity, guys. Chairman 10, 500 people in your organization, $120,000 a year. You know, we have mentors personally, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, you know, making 600,000, 1.2 million, you know, chairman 100, you know, we have one in our organization, $1.2 million a year, you guys. Chairman 250, we have 2 people in our organization who are our, you know, mentors who hit Chairman 250, and they're getting paid $62,500 a week. Guys, they're getting paid the rank that I hit last October. They're getting paid what I would have made in a year off of that rank in 1 month. If you guys can look at this and just notice that there is an opportunity for you in this business, like, just take advantage, you guys. The people who are out buying Lamborghinis, the people who are out buying these luxury cars, they're not watching commercials to decide whether or not they want a Lamborghini, whether they want that, you know, Tesla or whatever they want to buy. Like, I mean, of course, Tesla does have some commercials, but they're not really looking at like they don't have the same frequency or the same, you know, commercials that Ford has, that Toyota has, and Kia. You know, the reason why is because wealthy businesses, wealthy things that are of the wealthy, they are getting spread by word of mouth. People do not want you to know about things like this. So if you see an opportunity for yourself, please reach out to the person that sent you to this call. Reach out to me if you have any questions. My Instagram is @LexiJasmine, LEXIJASMINE, and take advantage of this opportunity, because at the end of the day, the only regrets you can have really, or the only regrets you should have, are the opportunities that you did not take, you guys. And that is really what I have to leave you guys with on this call. You know, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay.